Okay.
So each mark on these bags is 100 cc's.
All right.
So what I usually do is I'll usually mark where the water line is. All right.
Yeah.
And then go down 100. So we'll go down to probably about here. All right, and it's just a Sharpie pen. And that way you know how much to give.
Okay.
All right, so this is the setup for the fluids. And once you put this tubing in the bag, it stays there. And there's a needle and the tubing connecting, okay? So what you do is you just put the needle on there and you pull the safety cap off, all right? And you do a new needle with each time.
New needle each time.
Yep, so the fluids go right here in the area right behind the shoulder blades. Right here.
Okay.
All right, and what you do is you just pick up a little piece of skin and you take your needle and you just pop it through the skin. Nope. And then there's a clamp over here that opens the line to release the fluids. And you see it flowing?
Yeah.
All right, so all you do is you just put him on a table and let that flow in the and you'll feel a little bubble. Feel that there?
Oh, yeah.
That's the fluids going under his skin, and his body is going to absorb this, and that'll go away in probably a couple hours. And it should flow this fast.
Okay. As long as we're here, he's got something wrong with that left ear.
Okay, we'll take a look at it.
He's always scratching at it.
And I usually tell people to do this about 3 times a week. That's probably as long as he's eating and drinking on his own.
Okay. So you pinch the skin and just push it into the skin.
You'll feel a little resistance, and then the resistance will go away as you go through the skin. You can see how big that fluid pocket's getting now.
Yeah. And you don't need to sanitize it with alcohol or anything like that?
No, not usually.
And it's a fresh needle every time?
Every time. And the only time this gets new is when you change the bag.
Okay.
So you see how it's starting to approach the black line?
Yeah.
Once it hits that 100 milliliter black line, you just do this clamp and you're done. Okay, now you might see a little bit of liquid leaking out after you take the needle out, but that's okay.
Okay.
And then afterwards, you take your safety cap
Okay.
and you put it over top of the needle.
Right.
Alright, and it's always a good idea to put the next needle on so that it's sterile. And there's a little guard here. You just break the little plastic cap off. Take that needle off the tube and put the new one on. Okay. It just takes a little practice to get used to it.